Alright, so now that we have learned how to shift and mod, we can use those two things to convert from decimal to binary with this different method. So one last thing before we move on. If we have some binary number, let's say it's 101, we know that everything to the left of the first bit is a power of 2, an even power of 2. So that means everything over here is even. So the only way for our number to be odd is if this ones position has a 1. Now if it had a 0, if the ones position had a 0, then you know that the number is even. Alright, I think you're ready to grasp the next concept. So let's start with a decimal number. Let's start with 22. Now, all we're going to do is build a binary number using modulus. So if we mod a decimal number by 2 and the result is 0, then you know that that decimal number you started with is an even number. So that means that our rightmost bit of our built binary number should be a 0. So this is the binary number we are building over here. Now, if we divide this decimal number by 2, that is essentially like shifting this to the right, shifting our binary number to the right. So we can now ignore this rightmost bit. So now we just want to see what 11 is in decimal. Sorry, we want to see what 11 is in binary. So again, we mod by 2. This time it's going to equal 1. And you could have seen that since 11 was an odd number, you would know that it should be 1. So that means that this now part of our binary number, its rightmost bit should be a 1. Now let's divide 11 by 2 again, and this time it will equal 5. So that means since we divided by 2, we essentially right-shifted our binary number. Now, if we mod 5 by 2, that will equal 1. So we add a 1. We're going to need another position. Let's divide by 2. This will equal 2. So we will add, this time if we mod 2 by 2, we will get 0. So this next one will be a 0. And we right shift again, essentially dropping off all these rightmost bits. Running out of room here, let's move to this side of the screen. So our last division by 2 left us with a 2. So we again divide by 2, we get to 1. Now if we mod 1 by 2, that will equal 1. So this is getting a little messy. But as you can see now, we will continue with our algorithm. After we mod by 2, we divide by 2. So 1 divided by 2 using integer division is 0. So once you hit 0, you can stop this algorithm. So I know it's a little messy, but let's just circle this binary number that we have created. So our final binary number using the modulus algorithm is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. And we will have one more video showing one more example of this algorithm in action.